That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness that turns good men cruel.
Fuck you! How many good guys in Gotham are left?
Take them at the airport.
I want to let you guys know, front off, I will be no spoilers. You guys are safe with me. Superman Dawn of Justice is finally here! But is it good? Superman Dawn of Justice has finally arrived. This was my most anticipated film of 2016. And what is this movie about? Well, this movie is about taking place after the events of Man of Steel. Superman is on trial. People don't know if they trust him or if they don't, and that leads into a lot of people saying there are some who don't and there are some who do, and in the don'ts is Batman. Now, this is an old and aging Batman, similar to the Dark Knight Returns kind of figure. Batman has been gone. He hasn't been around in years, and something really makes Bruce want to come back to being Batman. And with this Superman, he is convinced that he is not a man of hope. He is not the hope Gotham wants. And in the middle of those two, so he comes back to being the Dark Knight to take on Superman, Batman, in a god of clashes. Also, Lex Luthor is trying to get in the way of certain things, as well as Wonder Woman and everybody. And everyone was wondering what I think of this movie, and I have some stuff to talk about. So, everyone knows, if you do not, I'm the biggest Batman fan probably around. Look, Batman is my favorite thing on planet Earth. Absolutely, my favorite thing in the whole wide world is Batman. I grew up with the movies. I grew up with the show. I remember strictly the days of watching the tapes of Batman and Returns and getting those worn out. I watched the animated series. I watched Mask of the Phantasm, which is so great. If you have not seen Mask of the Phantasm, check it out. I've gone through the shit years with Schumacher. I have experienced the fantastic tellings of the Nolan trilogy. And I have gone through this. And I've also gone through Superman. Superman is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. So, only given 3 movies that I have loved it completely through of both Batman and Superman. Dark Knight Rises, Superman 2, and now Batman vs. Superman. Words cannot express leaving the theater tonight with a ton of other people, film critics, all that, people, screenings, and just seeing the reaction that on my face, leaving knowing that every single thing I had a problem with going in skeptical was proven wrong. Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice for me was everything I wanted this movie to be. This is, in my opinion, the best film I have seen since the Avengers regarding superheroes. And man, did it pay off. This is the best superhero film I've seen since the Avengers. No question. Look, I adored every single second of this movie. And as someone who adores Batman and who was worried because the third trailer was bad, I know, the third trailer was horrible. But everyone aspects, we all know that. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know. Ben Affleck as Batman is, in my opinion, as of right now, I have to rewatch it, but right now he is the best Batman we have had on screen. He has conquered Christian Bale as Batman. Ben Affleck is absolutely perfect casting as Batman. I have stood by. I have really gone by. I think he was the perfect choice to play Batman, and he paid off. He absolutely paid off. Henry Cavill is great as ever as Superman. He's even better in this movie. Lois Lane was great, played by Amy Adams. Laurence Fishburne, everybody's great. Jesse Eisenberg, though, was fantastic as Lex Luthor. That was my biggest thing going into this movie, was I was afraid Jesse Eisenberg was not gonna be good at all, and he blew my mind. He blew every single thing out of my mind. The way how he was goofy, and then you know that he's just using this as a thing, and he gets really condemned by the end of the movie. Absolutely fantastic, underwhelming things. It's like when you go back in 1989 when Michael Keaton was announced that he's playing Bruce Wayne. Nobody liked that idea. Nobody liked that idea. Same with Heath Ledger. When the first picture came out, people were skeptical. People were skeptical when we saw Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, myself included. He brought everything I wanted in this movie and more. But the person who stole the movie for me was Wonder Woman. Absolutely stole the movie. While I love Ben Affleck as Batman, who freaking, yeah, he was amazing, Wonder Woman stole this movie. She absolutely was great in the scene she was in. I loved every second of this movie. The action, the way it is told, the script by Chris Terrio is absolutely fantastic. People will say, does it clobber? Does it feel a little too bloated? No, honestly, I don't think it does. For a 2.5 hour movie, this movie felt like it went by an hour and a half. To me, at least. There are going to be people who think this is just good. There's going to be people like me who are diehard fans and not fanboying, which I was looking for flaws like a hawk. I don't want to fanboy this movie, but I went into this movie and every single thing I loved about this movie was great. I do have one flaw though, and it is have the CGI. The CGI in this movie is a bit too much, but that's it. And for that saying, I loved every second of this movie. Zack Snyder is a man of master. I like Zack Snyder. I like 300, which is one of my favorites. Also, Watchmen was great. Man of Steel was great. I'm not a fan of Sucker Punch. I like the Guardians, the Owls of Gahoo movie. And I like Dawn of the Dead. Well, this has been my favorite one he has done so far. The best direction by far. And the way it sets up, not spoiling anything, but the way it sets up for Dawn of Justice, for Justice League, you and Star Wars are going head to head for my most anticipated film. I am pumped out of my mind, guys. I loved every single second. Besides the one flaw I have is there is a bit of CGI is bloated, but I don't care. As somebody who loves Batman, Superman, and wanted this movie to work, in my opinion, every second of this movie works. Guys, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice gets an A+. I can't believe I've given 3 A+s this year. Deadpool, Midnight Special, Batman vs. Superman. As of right now, Batman vs. Superman is my favorite film of this year. And then I would go Deadpool, then I go Midnight Special because I rewatched Deadpool and Deadpool's great. But yeah, Deadpool, you've been conquered. You're done, my friend. Batman, thank you. Alright guys, that is my thoughts on Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Go see it. It's the movie I have been waiting for, and I'm going to go see it again. I'm going again this Friday with a ton of friends. I'm going to see it again. Guys, let me know what you think of Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, if you have seen it yet. And what do you guys think of the skit at the beginning of the thing? Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys are going to see it, are you guys skeptical? Because I was skeptical on it, and it blew my mind. Guys, that is my review. Look forward to this upcoming weekend. I'm going to talk about spoilers. Also, my best and worst of superhero movies with my friend Eric Sweeney will be up later this weekend as well. Instead of Saturday, we're going to put that up Friday. Also, check out this upcoming Sunday, my guilty movie pleasure review of Anaconda. Oh my god, I love that movie. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe with your friends, and have a great Chris Day.